Welcome to the newsstand of the hottest new podcast, Opinions 2 Million, with your hosts, Big G, Money Mo, and Shawnee, where we'll be discussing the latest and greatest heat from the culture. Man, did you hear that beat drop? You ain't ready. Let's get straight into it. Opinions to reach 1 million followers, opinions to reach $1 million. New pod dropping every week. I officially welcome you to Opinions 2 Million podcast. Let the beat rock.
We back at it, episode 14. I'm saying we got the original crew in here. Z-Sean, Big G. We got a lot to talk about today. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about that Curry 3-point record. He the all-time leader. We're gonna talk about an article that came out that says listening to Drake makes you run slower. And we're gonna ask the crew about what's their best type of music to listen to when they at the gym. We got to talk about the Detroit survival expert who's been breaking the internet, Dale Brown.
Dale, there he is, Dale.
We're going to talk about the Tory Meg situation, more coming out. We're going to talk about the Travis interview. He did an interview right after the little incident he had. That's real, yeah.
Little incident, boy, that joke was catastrophic.
It was a big incident. It's a new victim that I guess died from, what's the total count? It's like
10.
Is it 10? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep. We're going to talk about the Freddie, Jim Jones, little scuffle they had.
Man, Frederick Gibbs.
Yeah.
Frederick Gibbs.
So and everything. We're going to talk about, it seems like people having phones in jail nowadays. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about, is that good or is it a bad thing? We're going to talk about Boosie becoming a marriage licensed professional so he can marry you.
Yeah,
if you ever feel like getting married. I think he said for $75,000 he gonna marry you. We're gonna talk about the Urban Meyer firing. He got fired last night. Today is December 16th, so he got fired last night. All the antics that came out, and then we're gonna finish it off with who do you think are the Mount Rushmore of today's artists for influences is. So without further ado, we're going to get right into the Curry 3-point record and how significant that one is. I'm going to start this one, though. So Curry 3-point record. I used to be the biggest Curry hater. I used to be the biggest LeBron hater, too, until I realized it was nothing really for me to hate for. I was like, all right, these dudes both good. So I'm like, but Curry, he hit that 3-point record and I think almost half the amount of games that Ray Allen, who we just beat out, had. So I don't think that record's gonna be beatable unless Curry gets injured or something.
Yeah,
we pray he doesn't. You know, so I don't think it's gonna be beatable. Maybe Trae Young probably be the closest one that could do it in the future.
No, I think James Harden. James Harden's like,
but he getting kind of like older.
Yeah, he's older. So I'll say this: with that record, I think if, like you said, if Curry is healthy, like no one's gonna touch that record if he's healthy and he plays. You know, well, he's got to play, I guess, twice as much as already he's played, right? Because he's already at half. Yeah, so if he reaches that potential, I think it's going to be like untouchable. But right. I think Harden is definitely going to be in top 2, top 3, just because he's going to beat out Reggie Miller this year, and he's going to be in top 3. Right. So he's just going to be behind Ray Allen. And by the end of his career, I definitely know he's going to beat out Ray Allen. So I don't think he's touching Curry, but in general, Trae Young might get close to that top 5. But for everybody else, I don't think that no one's touching that record for as of right.
And Curry was injured a lot early in his career, but it's good they said the amount of games too.
But you got to think about it like this. This 3-pointer has only been around for so many years, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I think in the future, just because like you see Ray Allen broke Reggie Miller's, now Curry broke, and Curry influenced the game so much where more people are shooting threes. So you never know what's going to happen. I'm not saying it's never ever going to be broken, but
right.
So
yeah, definitely big shout outs to Steph. I don't watch too much basketball, man, but it's always nice when you get to solidify your name on the record books, man. But what y'all think, like Z was saying about the 3-pointer, like it hasn't been around. I remember reading an article or watching a video, and it was talking about how the 3-point shot is kind of stifling the game of basketball. And what do y'all think about that? Saying that there's more 3-point shooters now than anything.
Yeah, so I guess it depends on like the type of game you like, right? So like nowadays, I mean, first it was like the 7-foot, like 6'10", like big man, like in the post. You don't see that no more. You see like more big guys like Jokic and even Porzingis, right? Just shooting threes, like, and they're trying to get more points. So it's definitely changed the game in that aspect where you don't see people just trying to get 2 points in the paint. They're trying to get more points. It's definitely changed. If you're a fan of just watching like bully basketball, grip basketball, you're not going to see that, right? Just because it's changed like that. But I mean, it's definitely, I feel like, messed up the game where little kids, you just see them like coming up half court, just shooting and saying like Curry. It's messing up the game in that, unless you're actually, like, you don't understand how much practice and how much Curry's put into for him to be comfortable to like shoot those tough shots.
Right. I think like too, it's like it's making the game unpredictable, and I like it because it's like you don't have those big men that can just sit in the post and dominate. It's making the game like people on paper. If you got a good team, that doesn't matter in NBA no more. You know what I'm saying? Because like on paper, obviously the Lakers had the best team, but you got teams where like the Cavaliers, all young bucks that just run around. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, and it's like it makes the game definitely unpredictable instead of like one team just dominating the whole time.
Yeah, and I definitely think that, you know, that introduces a new part of excitement, and you get like kind of more point scoring, the higher games. I mean, people like engagement, right? So if you score more points,
it definitely causes more offense.
In
the past, like you wouldn't see 100-point games as often as you see them now.
Yep. Yeah. Speaking of those big men, did y'all see that clip going around the internet? I think it's from like some Division II college. He like 6'7". Is a big dude running down the court, tripped and fell. That Trey had me.
Oh yeah.
That Trey,
was that on purpose? Did he trip on purpose?
Like tripped and then he got up and it hit the three or something.
He gave him a pass.
Oh, he hit the pass.
Was that on? I think it was part of the whole plan, like to fake it that he fell. Or I don't.
Yeah.
I was looking at his highlights. Supposedly he's nice like that. Like he's actually a really good shooter. I mean, I know he's big and stuff, but he looks like he's pretty nice. I don't know if that was on purpose.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how they do that.
Nah, but we gotta look up, man. It seemed like every day, like every other day, I'm hearing about like a new, like 7-foot plus person, man. We might be getting taller as a species, man. That joint's crazy.
Definitely got.
They say it's
definitely probably with the food, like like now we got access to more like.
They said it's 7'6". That joint's.
That's crazy.
The way was running down that court, though, had me. Yeah, that joint had me.
We definitely got to talk about that on another pod, on another episode. That's a definitely big subject. It's crazy out here.
Yes, sir. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to this next topic, man. There was an article came out. Man, I feel sorry for the man, the sixth god, Drizzy Drake. Man, they had a joint come out and saying that, listening to that Drake music makes you run slower on the court, man. I mean, makes you run slower. But man, what y'all think about that? Let me pull it up.
It's crazy. No, it's crazy because it's like for certain people, I know for me, like I think listening to slow songs makes me work out hard in the gym because it's like you trying to fight for something. Especially if like because like a lot of people can relate to this. Like obviously when I was single and stuff like that, like if you listen to like a slow Drake song, it'll put you in the gym. Like, all right, let me try to get in the gym, get stronger for that person, so she know what she regret or something like that. But it's definitely a lot of people. Stuff. A lot of people be on that. Like it's not just like
so
like, the slow songs definitely help.
I think like if you're taking it like if you got your adrenaline high, you're at the you're getting a good pump. I think like that music like kind of like slow you down to kind of even it out. If you're listening to high, like upbeat music and you got your adrenaline high, I don't know, you probably like hurt yourself or something, do something crazy. But I think what Drake running slow and that whole article is kind of true if you think about it, because his music is like R&B, like slow, to kind of makes you do slower work, which is I guess the people that listen to Drake aren't the ones that are probably going to be at the gyms.
Man, who is listening to Drake? Especially in listening to Drake in the gym, man. That's a dead mission now. But definitely the study came out, said listening to Drake while you're running makes you run slower. But they did give a special caveat that Queen Bee, man, was making them people hit that Usain Bolt, Queen Bee.
That's what I read the article was fake.
All the single ladies.
That's what I read the article was fake. What's our favorite type of Drake? What's our favorite type of songs to listen to in the gym though?
So I'll say myself, like I used to listen to slow, and I found that I kind of need the upbeat music because I'll start getting lazy and tired. Like, like it just puts you down. Where it's like when you listen to upbeat music, even if you're feeling kind of tired, you listen to a song, you hear something catchy, and you're like, all right, let's like, push yourself. But if you just listen to slow music, you just want to be like, all right, like, what am I doing at the gym? Like, let me just go home, this and that. So I've experimented with both, and I find like the upbeat music being a lot better. So I can see why that whole article makes sense for Beyonce.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I ain't listening to nothing under 120 beats per minute anyway. So that qualifies a lot of Drake for myself. Exception, Marvin's Room. Marvin's Room
a slow
/ Take Care. That's the only exception. Other than that, man, well, we're going to keep this joint ruling. Other than that, man, I'm listening to drill, man. I got to keep it upbeat. I got to keep it up tempo. I need that motivation. And I definitely think drill music gives you that motivation to get in the gym, man. But it does depend on what kind of work you're doing, right? So, there's music, different music influences you different ways. And sometimes you need that high tempo music to get you pumped up, especially if you're lifting, heavy weights and things. But man, we're gonna go ahead and pass this joint back to Money Mo.
So I like the Nipsey. I listen to anything. I like slow jam.
You're not listening to no Nipsey and no.
Oh, easily. It's like the motivation.
Nah. You gotta listen to motivation.
Yeah, y'all are some clowns.
No, because the thing is, like, that's
biggest...
No, Gary. He's
King Von is a big one too for me.
That's the one place you like, you'd have to listen to Nipsey because that's just like motivation. His music is like, if you're like you feeling down about something or anything, he's gonna motivate you to like push
the grind.
Yeah,
exactly.
King
Von is a big one for me too.
Like you wouldn't listen to Nipsey at a party. You would listen to him at like some social gathering or like just driving around. Yeah, like of course, me saying he was driving around.
Let me ask you this real quick. I think this influences what type of music you listen to as well. When do you listen to music? Like, let me explain. For myself, I'm only listening to music if I'm driving in my car or I'm at a party or working out. Other than that, I'm not listening to music. So I think that's a big reason why all of that stuff y'all talking about, I'm not worried. I'm not chilling at my house listening to music. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's real specific for me. I'm either at a party, in my car, or, I'm working out. That's the only time I'm putting music on. Other than that, I could care less about, what.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the same for me. I don't walk around the house like cooking or whatever you're doing. Like, listen, I don't do that. But I think like if I want to listen, I'll find an excuse to like, go do the smallest, like run the smallest errand just to like listen to some music, right? Like I wouldn't mind like if I had to go do something just so I can squeeze in a few songs. But I wouldn't, definitely I wouldn't listen to it.
And that's just how time's going. It's like, especially with music nowadays, is like being so like recycled so fast. Yeah. It's like, it's hard nowadays to like really have time for music, I guess you could say.
Yeah, man, we're gonna keep on this music topic going.
My favorite
forward.
topic.
Yeah. This joint, I can't wait for the verdict to come out of this joint, man. I'm gonna go crazy on that pod when this verdict comes out. Next, we got Marcus Nostalgian and Tory Lanez. Man, there's new information out. It's like, nah, let me stop playing. Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. We're gonna congratulate Meg. She recently graduated from college with a bachelor's in something. I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna give her props. Now, another nice, educated Black woman out in the world. But with this situation, this train is just getting crazier and crazier. It's been almost like a year and a half since the situation happened, and we are still just confused. But recently this week, Tory went to court, and some new evidence was coming out saying that there was witnesses that said that there's some police report. There was witnesses. One of the police reports said that they found a gun that was warm under the rear passenger seat. There was some other stuff saying that Meg might have contradicted herself on the phone or the statement she gave the police. Man, there was a lot of stuff going. One of the witnesses said that they saw the two young lady, I think Kelsey, her best friend, and Meg kind of like tussling or something or arguing in the car. So, man, there's a lot of new stuff coming out, and it's looking like it was swaying in Tory's favor, man. What y'all think, man? What does y'all think is going on with this whole case?
Yeah, this case is crazy. Yeah.
I thought I heard something about something came out recently where I think there was a witness or a cop. Tory had said something, but right before he shot her or something.
He was like,
He called her a dog and the expletive for a dog and told her to dance, and then he shot her. I don't know how true that is. I don't know. That jerk just sounds crazy. Dance, dog, and then he shot her. Yeah, that jerk sounds wild. But I did see that. Nah, if he did that, he got to go down for that joint. That's wow.
Yeah, he definitely got to go down for that. But I feel like it's like it's crazy. It's like because when the trial, when it
So when I said they issued a continuance into January 13th. So hopefully we get some more information in the coming weeks.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's like, from Meg's perspective, I think it don't feel like she really like. I don't feel like she's really trying to get Tory in trouble. But she's like, she got shot. That they need to figure it out. But it's not like she's like saying like, oh, Tory did it and stuff like that.
What are you tripping, yo? She went on live and said he shot her.
But that was like after the incident. I'm talking about like now, like she can
because that's because she was contradicting herself so much, yo. I'm pretty sure her lawyers told her to shut up and get off the internet. Yo, she was going on there saying she didn't see who shot her. She was facing backwards. At first, she said she didn't get shot. Then she got shot, and then she said, "Tory, you shot me, yo." Yeah, I'm pretty sure they told her to get off the internet, man. Like, yo, this joint is driving me crazy. And then you got to think it's suspicious that there was 4 people in the vehicle: the security guard, Tory Meg, and the best friend, Kelsey, yo. It's only one person talking, Meg. Tory got the gag joint where he can't say nothing, and you don't hear nothing from the other 2 people, yo. If it was so clear cut and dry and Tory picked up the gun and shot Meg, yo, I don't think it would be that hard for the other 2 to corroborate the story, man. There's something going on. That's all I got to say.
Right. That's true. Like, it's definitely fishy. Because you would think it'd be like an easy thing, like, oh, he did it that quick.
I think but it's if she initially put that out, where her saying that she didn't know if she had her back turned and she didn't know who shot her, like that's gonna be used against her. Like even if he did, he's gonna be able to use that. I think it's too late because with anything you put on the internet, like someone's got it somewhere, so that's not going away, even if it's got deleted or she took it off. So I definitely think that's gonna go against her in the long run. Even if he did do it, like it's out there somewhere. So you just gotta be careful with what you do.
What they talk about he would get if they found out he did do it? Like, is it like I know with celebrities, kind of like, if there's a lawyer paying off lawyer system, it's kind of they probably wouldn't get that much.
You guys think his intention was to like what was the intention? Was it to like kill her or just like?
I think he was in love with her. He was drunk and like.
From what I'm hearing, is that Meg's best friend liked Tory, right?
Yeah.
Supposedly Meg went behind her back and started messing with Tory, right? So they was at the pool party with Kylie Jenner. I guess Tory was getting pushing up on Kylie, and it was like Meg got mad. They left the scene. Something exchange happened in the car, and they started arguing or whatever. I guess she found out that he was messing with Meg was messing with Tory, and the friend was there. So you know how stuff gets, man. They was under the influence. They get a little heated. Things happen. But to come out there and say that Tory shot her, and if he didn't do it, man, it's just going to be a sad situation because we all know ain't going to be no repercussions for Meg, and they didn't almost bury my man Tory's career, yo. My man so down bad he's selling NFT music.
Right.
I think he's ahead of his time. He's ahead of his time with that. I think
he only doing that because he couldn't do anything else.
He's still getting the views and everything though.
Yeah, I mean, but
yeah,
you
he
gotta
had the
remember
thing last summer with the quarantine that I don't know.
yeah, so
That happened
all of
after or
that joint
before.
That was before
went
though.
down. He
Yeah.
was
That was
having
before?
big,
Okay.
like, you got to remember, before this joint happened, Tory was popping. Like Z said, everybody was on Tory, yo. He was doing that quarantine radio. Everybody was tuning in. He was on that joint. They was dumping gallons and
That might
gallons
be
of
it though.
gallons of milk. Man, she got jealous, yo. She wanted to take the man out. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yeah.
She tried to
Avoided
take
But to
him
be
out.
honest with you, that quarantine radio had an end to it. It wasn't gonna last that long.
Nah, yo, they
He
said
was
yo
he was
ready to
popping,
go.
but he wasn't
Nah,
I mean, it was
popping
only
like
gonna
that.
last during the
Nah,
quarantine,
bro,
right?
that quarantine radio, that joint was
Yeah.
popping, yo.
Yeah, no, it really
was
was.
a-
I mean,
yeah,
I think it had a lot to
it
do with people not having anything to do. But when quarantine kind of was going to be over, because it was like during that whole phase of the initial quarantine, and then when people were going to get out, and I think it was definitely going to fall off again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that joint was definitely
Yeah, no, during the
entertaining,
time,
man,
it was
but-
definitely hot. Like everybody definitely tuned in. Like when you saw a notification, you're like, all right,
Right.
Tory Lanez is doing his live. Let's see what's going on.
But we're gonna
Keep it moving.
we're gonna
You
give
talk
y'all
about
the latest
Let's talk about
updates.
that. Yeah, let's do that.
What's going on? What's
Let me
next?
see. Let's talk about that Detroit survival expert.
Yeah,
the Dale Brown, man.
My man Dale Brown, yo.
Dale
you gotta
Brown,
give my man, like, when they do the MTV awards, like, or some kind of awards, they gotta give my man like best internet character, yo. This man, yo, I'm trying to tell you, yo. This man, the survival expert, yo, is crazy, yo. I'm trying to
training people
So
on
I feel like
self-defense techniques.
And that's just about going viral. I feel like he's probably been doing. I mean, obviously he's been doing what he's doing for a while. I feel like he's been putting out his videos for a while. I think it's just the right
It just
person, right
happened on
time.
Twitter.
It just blew up, right? Yeah, it's probably just happened on Twitter. But it's just about like the world of today's society, like someone going viral. Where like he's everywhere. You seen like you watch a random video where two people just walk in, and then he shows up, and then like you see the Odell Beckham Jr. do the celebration, him at the Pistons game, and.
Yeah, this is one of the things, like, with him, I feel like it's something you can't fake, right? It's only so funny because he's so serious about it. You see what I'm saying? Like the way they do like they take advantage of like the TikTok videos and the little shorts, and then he's like, oh, this is what you do, and this, and then he runs back up to the camera, such a survival expert. The joint is just hilarious. I'm trying to tell you, my favorite video is the joint when he's talking about how to beat a jumping. Had like 6 dudes on him. He's like, you just circle around it. You circle, you push.
That's never gonna work though. You really think that something like that would work though?
No, 1 verse 6, and he's telling you to push and circle around. Push and circle, yeah. You're not gonna tell me the way. I'm trying to tell you, they need to take this though. Kind of certification.
Don't get me wrong, half of the stuff is bad, but some of the stuff is actually good. Like, but it's fun to make fun of them. So I like the
them TikToks.
Like, somebody come up,
Now the funniest video
jumping around is crazy.
The funniest videos is when people are like redoing it and like and they die and they end up in heaven.
Oh yeah, like, that just been killing me, yo.
Yeah, and then one time he actually showed up in one of the videos like because he did not do it the right way.
Right. He was wilding.
Nah, yo,
but it's funny seeing it actually hurting people.
Yeah, he do be putting his hands on people really hard.
But they be like jerking their heads back and like trying to like play it off.
Yeah. But also it's like he's going like full at it, like he's being really serious. And the thing he's not taking into like accountability is like when if this were to be like a real incident, the person that's on the other end is not going to just like stand there and wait for you to do your survival.
Exactly.
He's in fight or fright mode or flight or fright mode as well. He's gonna like do something. He's not gonna wait for you to do your survival.
Let me ask y'all this: what do y'all think? Getting away from Dale, but what do y'all think about just the whole like kind of self-defense and like taekwondo, karate, all the martial arts stuff? Man,
I
feel like
it's a scam, or what do y'all really think?
So I feel like when it comes to self-defense, like I always said, like if somebody put like a gun to me, I think my adrenaline will pump up too much, and I would try something. Like I don't know how it would turn. I think my adrenaline. I think self-defense is important to learn. Because like people's adrenaline is different, but like somebody came up to me trying to put a gun to me, I feel like I'm gonna just try to jump down or something, do something stupid, even if I might get shot.
Nah, you think that
this man Bo trying to do some Muay Thais.
But nah, I think in general, I think every female, if you got a daughter or wife or sister, like I think as girls, like self-defense is something that you definitely need to put them through because you just don't know where they could be in the situation they can be. I mean, as guys, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's like you're a guy. it's kind of your own decision. But I think as girls, I think that's definitely something like self-defense is definitely something we need to be like incorporating
And
with females.
Yeah, that's true. And something I will say is like if I'll say with people like be in little situations, I have a gun to them, and they have like a little bit of money, I'll just say just give it up because you don't want nothing crazy, and then you're not gonna like have both lives risked.
Nah,
over
even if
something
I mean, it
small.
depends on how much is a lot. Because it's like you're pretty much comparing that amount of money to your life. Like you're risking like the risk reward is like reward is the money and the risk is literally your life. Is it like
right?
I mean, and then I feel like a lot of people really don't come in those situations that much where it's really life or death. Like if you coming in and you getting robbed at gunpoint, in most situations, you live to fight another day, right? And how many situations were you really gonna challenge the person, right? In most of these situations, the person's really not trying to, do you no harm. They just want your goods.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying?
I think it's big too that it was he's located in Detroit too. So that's like one of that in Chicago probably like the one was with dangerous cities in the country for real.
Nah, man, you gotta get your facts right, bro.
Nah, Detroit crazy.
Nah, yeah. When you look at, because you gotta understand that they're so
people.
big. They so big per cap. Memphis
per people.
Is I looked it up the other day, Shit,
Detroit is crazy.
Chicago's not even in the top 5.
It's because of per square people. I think just South Side is really.
Yeah, but Memphis was
first. Got West Side, East Side.
Memphis was first, and Baltimore was second.
Cause they small too. That's a big thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the whole Taekwondo, I think that joint's cool. I think it's something for people to do, but I just feel like most of the people are not running into these situations in their daily life. So if they're gonna have to use this kind of training, I mean, it's better for you just to comply. But never know when the situation might come up, and you got to get some training from.
I bet you his training just got a little bit more expensive than it used to be.
I'm sure he's probably making money more. Now.
Yeah, he's
you ever seen him wear anything? You ever seen him wear anything outside of that?
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, if somebody takes that jumping advice and is circling, pushing and circling, that gotta be the dumbest thing,
I know. I just hope nobody tries that. I feel like somebody gonna try to try that dude in the future.
Forget that. If somebody how he's got the videos where someone's pointing a gun and you like twist their wrist or whatever you do. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's the smartest thing for you to do, bro. Like,
right. Especially if you don't know what you're doing.
I mean, you seen a video of a guy die.
And in all the situations, he's by himself. So like most of the time, I mean, I think most of the time people are in groups. So if you doing all that, somebody pulls up to you in a gun and you trying to do all this deflect and redirect, you just pointing the gun at somebody that's around you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So like it only works if you're, in most cases, you're by yourself. But my man's be on some other stuff. I'm trying to tell you, them videos is breaking the internet. We're gonna go ahead and get on to a more serious topic. And then this Travis Scott joint. We know we covered it a while back. Travis Scott did the Astroworld Festival in Houston, Texas, and they had unfortunate events unfolded, and I believe at the time 8 people had passed away, and then since then another person passed away, and then got news today that the 10th person has died from the injuries that they suffered at the Astroworld Fest, man. So we send our prayers and thoughts to the people's families, but man, this journey's not looking too good for Travis. So we'll see what's going on. And then recently Travis did an interview with Charlemagne the God, trying to answer some questions and give his feedback. Personally, and then Travis is horrible at interviews, and I think that joint did him no good. Yep. And then the positioning and the time of it was just crazy, because literally right after the Travis joint ended, I think like 2 or 3 hours later, the families held a press conference and saying like how distasteful, and he had no remorse for the families and all of that, So I mean, they like he's really not getting no breaks out here. Man, what's your whole thoughts on this situation?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like Charlemagne the troll, he's known as a troll. So I think even though he was serious with the interview, people know him as a troll. So it's like his image was bad for that Travis situation. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they posted on Shade Room. You know, people, the whole point of Shade Room is that no shade.
Him doing the interview, do you guys think, who do you think that Charlamagne kind of set it up, or Travis wanted to do it to clear his name out? And if it was Travis, I mean, obviously he did a horrible job because he saw how the family responded to it. I mean, if it was just Charlamagne just trying to help Travis out, either way, it just didn't work out well. I think he needed to kind of like think. He should have thought about it a little bit more, give it more time, because I thought he was kind of doing the right thing where he wasn't speaking and he gave a little video where he was upset. And I mean, I know the pictures were used as jokes, which I mean, it's not funny.
From the reports
that happened. Yeah.
From the reports I saw that everybody on Travis's team were saying that he shouldn't do an interview, but you know, that's what he insisted on doing it. From my standpoint, like Mo saying, Charlamagne's a troll. I think Charlamagne, you know, asked the questions he needed to ask, but you know, Travis has never been good at interviews. Look at the little statement he put out when the joint is at, like, you can tell, like, yo, you're not gonna put, like, you know what I'm saying? You the person, you got all these fans, you supposedly care about them. You put out a Instagram video, you don't make no eye contact, you're looking down and rubbing your head like you got some kind of migraine, you know. The joint is just like some people, like, you got to know, like,
that was used as a joke, like the whole video and everything. People took that and, like, you know, ran away with memes in terms of taking the whole situation.
I think, like, you know, one of the key things about knowing yourself is knowing your strengths and weaknesses, yo. And if you can't you know, if that's not your strength, you know, get up there and interview and try to, like, show how charismatic and stuff you are, man, hire a PR firm and put out a written statement and shut up, yo.
Exactly.
It's that simple, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, facts. Definitely. I think he kind of did it too early too, just because, like, he didn't really think it through in terms of, like, how he should have went about it. I guess he just wanted to clear up his name more than he was probably more concerned about that than, like, you know.
Yeah, if it was me, like, especially that, I would have followed up. Like, I think if you do an interview at any time, you know, you had the 8 people that passed away, unfortunately, that day, but I would have done an in-person interview once I know that all the victims of the people who might have got injured were out the hospital. You know, like, since then, 2 people that were in the hospital passed away. I don't know if I've seen any reports about how many other people are still in there fighting, you know, to heal from the injuries. But, like, I feel like you would want everybody, you know, out and clear. You know, you had some fatal casualties, and then, you know, you want everybody else to be, you know, A-okay. So, like, I just don't think, you know, it was the right decision by you.
Yeah, that was a bad decision, like 100%. Especially how he's like awkward to be in front of cameras too. So that made it worse. And people, like, when people one day on, if people want to cancel you, they're gonna keep doing it until they forget about it. So it's like he should have just stayed.
Yeah, talking about bad decisions, man. My man Freddie Gibbs, not my man's. I don't like Freddie Gibbs. Man. Freddie Gibbs is a clown. Freddie Gibbs.
They said it right back.
Freddie Gibbs got a case on the beats, boy. They said they was in Prime 12, which is like a high-end restaurant in Miami. And they said Jim Jones and the goons ran down on Freddie Gibbs and gave him a case of the beats. They said it was Krabby Patty style, man. They served my man up on a bun and they didn't forget the pickles. Man, that's what they said, man. That joint is crazy. But to give y'all, like, a little background against Freddie and, like, Jim Jones, Freddie is a clown rapper that thinks he is gangster. It's also crazy because Freddie portrays himself, like, you can really tell I don't like Freddie Gibbs, so I'm giving y'all the deets. Freddie Gibbs portrays himself as a gangster rapper from Gary, Indiana. Yo, crazy Mo, I didn't know Gary, Indiana was so close to the south side of Chicago.
Yeah, that's basically where they are.
Yeah, yo.
It's weird. Yeah.
But
St. Louis is real close too.
Yo portrays himself as this big goon gangster rapper when Freddie Gibbs' dad is a police officer. And he has 2 brothers. One brother is a doctor, and the other brother is a district attorney. He's a lawyer.
That's crazy.
He's definitely with the feds.
And Freddie Gibbs is the big bad gangster rapper. So the whole
I think
situation,
it's more about the image. He's definitely like, obviously he's trying to like portray that image.
Yeah.
He's not really about none of that life or
so
nothing.
Right.
you know, he definitely got checked by Big Goon. Can't even remember man's name.
Jim Jones.
Jim
Oh, Jim
Jones.
Jones.
But
You
nah,
fly
yo,
high,
but real
no
joint that
rush.
was going down is that I think back a while ago, Freddie Gibbs apparently claims Vice Lord, right? And Jim Jones, there was something going on with Jim Jones was claiming like VL, and he was claiming like something. He released some kind of song or tape about vampire life. I'm not too familiar with it. Vampire life, and he was saying VL, and I guess Freddie was trying to check him and thinking that when he was talking about VL, he was talking about Vice Lord. And ever since then, they kind of had some static. Allegedly, there was a situation where one of Jim Jones' goons shot Freddie's manager.
Freddie,
Yeah, Freddie Gibbs' manager. You know, ever since then, they kind of had beef and tension. And then, you know, this past weekend, the big bad Freddie Gibbs got caught lacking in Prime 112, you know, and got a case of that beef.
Does he have beefs with other people too? Because I feel like I've seen his name.
Yeah, academics.
He got big beef with
academics.
big academics.
Yeah, because I feel like I've seen him in the news. Like I feel like I didn't even know he even was a rapper. I just would always see his name and always see him like with some controversy, and you know that's how
Yeah.
I never even heard a
like,
Freddie Gibbs song.
It's like people are afraid of his
so
music.
it's like,
He got like some hardcore fans, but I'm not one of them. Like with the music,
Man, I think his fans white. To be honest, yo, I
his
don't
fans
know.
like,
I never met a person
know.
that listened to Freddie Gibbs. He got the Joyner Lucas fan base, to be honest, yo. Big bad Freddie
that's
Gibbs,
what it is.
yo. Big bad gangster Freddie Gibbs. Dad is a police officer. Brother is a doctor, and the other brother is a district attorney, and you gangster rapper Freddie Gibbs. It don't make no sense, yo. It makes no sense.
I think like obviously he's just trying to like when he's trying to act this hard rapper, he's just trying to like have this image where we all know like it's clearly he's not.
Yeah,
he didn't come from the struggle. He didn't come from the trenches. It's nothing like that. But he's just, I guess he's trying to like it's something that he didn't have. He's trying to act like he had it, like that lifestyle, and he's more into it. But and then even starting this beef with Jim Jones, probably comes from that.
Yeah, that Jim Jones beef. I'm like, what in the world? Because like,
but what is Jim Jones been up to recently? Because I feel like I know he had the hits, the Ballin' hit back in the day, but like, what has he been doing? I feel like his name didn't come around until now, either. Has he been doing something? Have you guys been more or less hearing his name?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I think big with the beatdowns and stuff. He tried to do a versus battle recently, but that whole Dipset era, that they kind of like not really talked about no more. So this kind of like I don't know what happened. Freddie Gibbs like said
a different era.
Yeah, Freddie Gibbs said he didn't get punched. People were saying that he got punched. He got punched so hard he did a flip. Making that stuff.
Nah, then he posted a video, man. I don't understand.
Like untouchable.
Yeah, like the next day he posted a video on his IG of him with a gun with a green dot on it.
Right.
With the laser. And it's just like, yo, you got everybody in the world looking at you, yo. Academics already exposed you that your whole family is law-abiding citizens / law enforcement, and you playing big bad gangster Gibbs on the internet.
Right.
Frederick
on the internet.
Gibbs on the internet is playing big bad tough gangster, man. It just like he just needs to cut it out, man. I mean, at this point, you're goofy. You got the whole people looking at you, and then you're gonna post guns after you got beat. But then you'll post it, you know the big flex after all the rappers claim they got beat up. The next day they come on the IG after they had the makeup team do the glam job on them and do the chin check, looking to the left and right like they Madonna Ray roll down the runway or something, yo. They so this is crazy, man. But I'm not a big fan of Freddie Gibbs.
Nah, I'm not, definitely. And I don't
never
think
even heard of Freddie Gibbs
before he gonna gain them. Yeah. He got like some of the old head, young heads. Like the 35.
He was a backpack rapper.
35. Yeah, exactly. So we definitely gonna see what escalates from that situation.
Yes, sir. What's next?
What's next, man? We gotta talk about the couple more. We're gonna talk about phones in jail. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was just on IG Live
Oh
with
yeah,
his
yo,
phone in
there's a
jail.
situation
Yeah.
where how just talking about like jail, like there was a whole Vice story done on jail TikTok. Like literally they had one TikTok going around. Did you see this joint where the dudes in the jail had a fashion show? My man had a jail.
What did they wear other than the jumpsuits?
The jumpsuits, yo, they styled them. I'm not even gonna lie. They had them joints. Yo, they styled the jumpsuits. Yo, literally, I don't know what in jail, they calling people. Yo, I swear I was on Clubhouse the other day and yo was in jail on Clubhouse. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, they give them tablets, they got TVs in.
So it's like, what are they? What if you're in jail, you're thinking that you're not getting all this stuff, and that's exactly
you're not getting it. Right.
Yeah, but that's exactly what they get. The only thing they're not having is just public, like the everyday people. They're having everything else. You look at like let alone it's from the videos I've seen of people like in jail, let alone the phones. Like they got TVs, games, like all the food. I mean, I'm not saying that these people like shouldn't be getting this stuff, but it's just like when you think of the concept of like jail, like I was under the assumption like you're not supposed to be having.
Nah.
Fat Tro just did a Say Cheese interview and he said they was playing Xbox in jail.
Oh yeah, but I think like it's like I feel like say obviously people get in jail, say sometimes they deserve the time, but like for well-being, I think they can have like stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but
yeah,
but without the internet access, you can't have no internet access.
Because I was about to say, if you have the games,
stuff.
Yeah.
No, you gotta think.
Because at the end of the day, especially for like people that are born in like part of their environment, like I have for these dudes in Chicago, it's like obviously they were to grow up in like situations outside of Southside Chicago. They'd grow up regular, but it's like if it's a kill to survive situation. I'm not condemning murder.
But what about people that are like? What about people that are in prison in I don't know, like Virginia or West Virginia or like other, like.
Yeah, they.
It's not. We're not just.
I mean, we're not justifying it. There's some situations where you are a product of your environment. But as Charleston, as the clip, like I said, Mo from Charleston White, man, some of these people just gotta go.
Yeah.
So do you think it's different in jail and prison, or you think it's the same for like both imprisonments, I guess is the name.
Man, I don't know if these are things they're illicitly getting in. I'm pretty sure, like I've been seeing that in jail and stuff, they got the TVs and tablets.
Like dogs,
sure
yeah, I see dogs too.
Yeah, they
forget the phones. Why do they have internet? Like, they can have the games. I don't mind it. They can have the movies. Is perfectly fine because I feel like that's what in news you think they have that, right? But why do they have like IG? Like they got dogs.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, they was on TikTok. They had a whole fashion show in the jail. And then y'all see that?
I think I'm ready to go to jail.
Lately, you ever seen the TikTok where you'll be like, yo, Bunky, you want to have some chocolate cake? And you'll be like, yeah, make me some. No, yo was like, yo, Bunky, you want some Laffy Taffy? Yeah, make me some. Yo, like jail TikTok is like a whole category.
I think if I was a homeless man, like I definitely consider the option of going to jail. Just so you can have all that. I mean, because you see all the stuff that they're getting, like I don't know, man. But what do you think if you have more money, like if you come from like, I guess if you pay more money, you get that? Do you think that's how it works? Like if you gotta, I know you can definitely buy certain things.
Yeah, it's definitely like jail systems where people think like a lot of people run jail. And I'm talking about corrections officers. You know what I'm saying? Like people run to jail. Like Larry Hoover probably got so much clout in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Where's his money coming from? The clout, I'm sure.
He just like.
Do you know who knows? I think you don't know who Larry Hoover is.
No, I know he's Kanye is trying to get him out in the whole.
Larry Hoover is like one of the founders of the GDs, like the biggest gang in Chicago.
So he got like endless money. Okay.
I don't know about endless money, but influence.
But I'm talking about money then, because I'm talking about like him having like the things in jail. I'm saying
you got to understand that at some levels, money isn't what you need. It's influence and intimidation and fear and things like that money ain't really doing for you. Because you got to think, Larry Hoover been locked up for a minute.
Yeah.
Over 20 plus.
Yeah, exactly. But like I know 600 Breezy be capping a lot, but he say he ran the whole GDs in Iowa.
Yeah. Mo's always been a fan of 600 Breezy.
In the Iowa prison, he said he ran the whole. I don't believe, but I believe like certain people in jail definitely do have power.
Nah, 600 Breezy is a clown, That's Mo's man. Drake dropped that dude as soon as he had an opportunity to. Caught that little transfer, and I think it was hitting that little, what they call like the slingshot from California, driving the pounds across the U.S. Got caught up in Iowa. Drake dropped, got a little intro. Didn't even get on the song. Got to speak on the opening.
Oh yeah, that's big. He got the royalties. Like that was just.
You're a clown, man. You are a clown.
That's crazy. What's next, man?
We're talking about that Larry Hoover. Let me throw this in, man. What did y'all think about that Larry Hoover concert? Man,
oh my God, man.
Drake got washed by Kanye. One thing that I kind of stood out to me is that I don't think Drake got no impactful songs. I'm outside of God's plan. Man, Drake don't got nothing that really stands.
He got features with like Rick Ross.
I'm not talking about features, When you listen, when you watch the joint, the performance, like Kanye's music was hitting the soul.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Came out there with that Jesus,
But Kanye came in for a purpose, right? Drake came in.
Drake came with Certified Lover Boy, playing Girls Want Girls. Saying lesbian.
What else could he play? What could he play? He don't got no soulful music other than God.
But like to Drake's defense, he said himself, his best songs are ones he hates. His best songs, he just did it like one dance. You know what I'm saying? He don't like those songs, but they did numbers because it's all right. Like he put out God's Plan. I was like, all right, it's gonna do numbers. I don't like the song. Tootsie Slide, but it's like I think with Drake, it's just like more internal, like music. Obviously, like impactful.
So you're saying with like a music concert, what was in general, like let alone Larry Hoover, whose concert would you rather go to?
I like Drake, but I definitely think Kanye has more impactful songs. Yeah. Because like the time it came out.
Yeah, the time it came out outside of his music, I think Kanye just came in like he's playing. Yeah, he was both playing their all-time hits, right? Like Kanye came in hard, Drake,
This is an honest question. Do you think Drake is moving the culture forward with his songs?
But Gary, you don't realize Kanye came out in a time where music wasn't even like how it is today. Music is recycled like crazy. That
sounds like excuses, yo. Answer the question.
No.
Is Drake moving the culture forward with his songs, yo?
In this era,
Drake is hopping on every culture, so
he's not. It's simple, yo. It's all right. He can still be a good rapper, but he don't have no impact. I'm just saying.
That's because of the time it came out today. Like obviously, like Wayne back then was more impactful because nobody's dropping music except for like Kanye, Drake. I mean Kanye, Jay-Z, Wayne, and Eminem. They were the only artists back then. Nowadays, there's so many rappers. Like Lil Baby, obviously don't got no impactful songs, but you know how much of a legend he is. But if them artists, like if The Box by Roddy Ricch came out in 2006, it'd be impactful. But like, and you know it too.
I don't know about all
that.
You
know it.
I don't know about all that, man.
Music is just so recycled nowadays. It's hard to be an impactful rapper.
Man, well, we gotta get to the good down south legend, Boosie. Man, Boosie came out. Man, Boosie always finds a way to keep himself in the news.
Uncancelable. I don't know if this is a word, but the uncancelable.
Yes, sir.
Most uncancelable person.
Boosie and Dave Chappelle, man. They can't get canceled
no matter what they did.
Yes, sir. But yeah, Boosie came out and said he done got his license to marry people. He said for 75 big ones, he can be there to. What do they call
Boosie's getting you married, your marriage ain't lasting long.
Yo, that's crazy.
If you're excited about Boosie getting you married, then I don't know. Like I don't think
he can secure your union, yo. Boosie be up there joint with the bow tie and everything on. Talking about.
Nah, but if that's what's exciting you to get married, then
what if Lil Nas X got Boosie to be his minister for the wedding, yo?
I don't think Boosie would do it.
That'd be too expensive. It's like that.
Yeah, I feel like Boosie might do it, yo.
If you pay $75,000, it's gotta be a rich person.
Yeah.
You gotta be like a celebrity.
No, I think Boosie would do it, yo.
He bought his money. He did Vlad interviews because he say Vlad paying that check.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta do a joint on Bad one day too, yo.
Oh yeah, Vlad, definitely. We definitely gonna do that. Next episode, probably the episode after.
That haircut, is that named after him, the Boosie high top fade, or was that something that that he just had and people just referred to it?
Yeah.
That was he got a haircut after himself.
One quick thing before we hit this last subject, man.
Nah, he iconic for that. That's
definitely. Derek Chauvin pled guilty to the federal hate crime charges. So that's another good thing, man. So getting some more charges and Derek Chauvin with the George Floyd case. Man, y'all got any comments on it?
Nah, I hope he get what he deserves.
Yeah, for sure. But I think he's already set for life. I don't think there's anything he can do or say that's gonna, like change that. So
that's a fact, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up.
I hate when the people say like, oh, they had to convict them, when people are gonna be mad.
What about the other people that were with him?
Yeah, I don't think they've gone on trial yet. I don't know. I haven't heard too much about them, but definitely going to look into it and, keep the people up to date. But with this last topic, man, we want to know the influential music Mount Rushmore. We're not talking about best rappers or hip hop artists or R&B, whatever. We're talking about as far as influence in the game, man. Who want to start it out?
I'll give you two. I can't give you I'll say like two. And first I'm gonna say is Nas, because I feel like with his music, you got like the J. Cole's, like the storytelling, Kanye, the early Kanye's, not like nowadays Kanye.
Eminem,
Eminem, like just like the story in terms of like, through rap. And I know you kind of have that, but just like where you can listen to a song and it's like actually a whole story rather than it's just like, I did this, I got money, like. I think Nas did that. And the second person, and it's kind of Kanye, not just in music, but in like influence in terms of like how and what you do. I think Kanye is really influential in that. And there's so many things that just the artist he is, the clothing, the fashion, the music, everything.
Right.
I want to hear what Mo said.
I'm gonna do four. I think it's Wayne is one. In 2016, Lil B was one for sure. Lil B was one. I think the mumble rappers kind of phased out. So like this era, but for today, I would say Wayne, Gucci Mane, Kanye, and Drizzy.
I gotta add one more. I'm gonna add one more. Financially, I think Jay-Z, because I think in terms of like people wanting to get in music and hit the $1 billion,
you was doing pretty good
people financially.
You was doing pretty good, Mo. But you killed me with that last one.
Okay.
You gotta explain it. Drake don't have no impact.
I will place Drake with Tupac. I don't know Tupac songs like that, but he got the lovey-dovey type of rapping and the
I give you that, but you know,
but Drake definitely.
He might be on the Mount Rushmore, but not on influence, yo.
Yeah. But he definitely opened the lane for like rappers having that soft edge of like music.
Man, I don't want to hear all that.
Because nobody's making bars around that time.
Let me get to the real Mount Rushmore. I'm going 4-1. I'm gonna give you
Gucci over Chief Keef, because I know what Gary about to say.
I'm gonna give you you tripping, yo. I'm gonna give you I'm going 4-1. So this is my least important to most important on my Mount Rushmore. I'm gonna give you, I don't know which one. I think they started around the same time. I'm gonna say Gucci / Waka. Since Mo already said Gucci, I'm gonna say Waka. Right, on 4. On 3, I'm gonna go Wayne. Right. On 2, I'm gonna go Soulja Boy. And on
that's
1,
true.
I'm going Chief, yo. Chief, I think there's no way that any person to me with a logical brain can deny the impact that Chief Keef has. There's numerous videos on the internet. I'm pretty sure there's more videos on the internet talking about Chief Keef's sons, quote unquote, sons, than any other rapper in the game. But
Gucci Mane birthed the Chief. But I know.
Yeah, but doesn't mean that he had the most.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
But you just not even looking at sons, but as far as like just perpetuating that genre of drill, you got UK, you got Australian drill. You even got in Africa, they got Gone Manica.
They make rap music in Australia.
They got not only rap music, they make drill music. Chicago music, walking around with machetes and stuff. You got Brooklyn drill, and it kind of morphed from Jacksonville. Is not really drill, but Jacksonville drill.
But the words they saying.
They got the Gone America stuff, and then there was even a recent report of, they're starting to do the pack stuff. And some of the Caribbean island rappers are starting to do it. So as far as just musical influence, and then sons, man, I'm trying to tell you, you could do a case study. There's nobody.
I agree.
There's nobody that's compared to Chief Keef.
And talking about Chicago, like all the words they said back then, is crazy how much it's into today's word. Like ops, nobody was saying ops before the drill. Nobody was saying.
And then the ops, then the GDs started clout.
Savage. I think Savage started that slang, like
Duck and Lil J.
And Traffic. Yup. Yeah, people gotta get his flowers to Lil J. I think Lil J was bigger than FBG Duck. Gary know that Lil J is bigger than FBG Duck.
We can say that conversation for another time.
Say that conversation for
Duck had 1 million views before Jay.
Lil J was the man. Stop it, Gary.
Duck ain't have 1 million before Jay did. He had that.
Not more than Jay did.
Right now.
He had that right now. So arrogant.
This man, bro.
Lil J was the man. Lil J was holding his own weight.
Why didn't you donate to when he was trying to get some bail money then, Mo?
Lil J got shot 21 times, still dissing. FBG Duck. He came out after everything got safe. R.I.P. Duck though.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, we want to go ahead and close this joint out, man. Y'all got any closing words for the people?
Nope. Just keep grinding.
Yeah, I mean,
it's crazy, man.
I got some for everybody. Just try to keep your job longer than Urban Meyer has. Let's not try to get fired. You got a 5-year contract. My man got fired under a year, which is crazy, man.
Hey, somebody told me this earlier, and this is big too. Like, if you're stressed about schoolwork or anything like that, at the end of the day, none of it matters. End of the day, time will move on. End of the day, we'll all die.
Nice. Thank you for that.
Nah, yo, we gotta have a conversation. Did we talk about this already? What is it? Did we talk about like money or experience or like I seen most posting some stuff about like somebody sitting on a bus and like life or experiences versus like money.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that. Yeah,
we gotta talk about.
We gotta give this is big too. Somebody's telling me we gotta talk about like taxes. That's big. Like how to avoid taxes, what to pay taxes on. I feel like that's definitely a sleeper. People winning money on sports gambling don't even realize they gotta pay taxes on stuff like that.
Most definitely. Yeah, but man, we're gonna go ahead and close it out. The holiday season is upon us. Went on that whatever you celebrate, man. We wish you a Merry Christmas. What do they call it? Christmas?
Merry holidays. Merry holidays. Merry holidays.
He's like, let's keep it.
Nah, yo, they
keep
call
it open
like
for all religions.
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you call it, man. Happy holidays. Now we're coming back before the New Year's, yo. We off next week, but we need to drop one to end of. We got to end it at 15 for the year out. For real.
Yeah. But, we'll be back.
2022 will be a big year.
Yo. Spend some time with the fam. Get energized, man. You already know 2022, we won't be out.
And by the way, for everyone that's listening, Santa isn't real.
Thanks for tuning in to Opinions to Million podcast. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. New episode dropping every week. You want to hop on the next one? Shoot us an email. Follow us on all social media at Opinions to Million. We out.